Cody Schmidt, state champion, looks like. I know it's early.
We'll see. We got a couple guys left out
but
there.
potentially, I mean, you put yourself in position with a great back nine, a couple of birdies late.
Yep.
Take me through your thought process going down the stretch and you know, being in that early wave. You know, how much gas did you feel you needed to put out there to try to get where you wanted to be?
Yeah, early in the round, I knew after yesterday I was in great position, and I was actually hitting it really good early. I could tell late in the front nine, early in the back nine. Swing definitely got tighter, wasn't swinging it the best. Making myself a lot of looks, but putter really saved me, and that's been a problem all year. So cool to see some putts fall, and then great one on 17 to give me a good chance.
So can you tell me about that one first, because that's one that everybody around here was talking about as you were coming up, and there aren't many birdies that people talk about. Now, how far were you on the green, off the green?
I was on the green.
Okay.
Yeah, I ended up hitting 6. Not great, probably was a hair heavy, not my best swing, but put it in a good line, and it's about a 3 or 4 foot break or 30 or so feet, and able to perfect pace dive in there, so that was awesome.
Did you listen to the crowd on that one?
I could hear it for sure.
How vocal were they, and did you react to it?
Yeah, I actually didn't get much of a reaction, more shock from me, but really cool to see that one fall, and you got a lot of support out here, so it was cool to see.
Those last 3 holes, I mean, this is the end of your high school career, right?
Yeah.
You see it coming up. I mean, you can't think about that while you're in the moment, but how important was it for you to close your high school career that way?
Yeah, it was awesome. Probably a dream finish for me. I mean, it's been a great season all along, and this has been the goal since freshman year, first tryout date. So cool to see it. Give me a chance and see how it finishes up.
You talked yesterday about growing up on your dad's golf course, right?
Yep.
How did that prepare you for this kind of tournament, this kind of competition?
Yeah, it's been incredible. I've been playing with my 2 older brothers a lot. That's really competitive out there, so that's definitely something that got me ready for the moment.
When, as you looked at the high school season unfold this spring, where did you see yourself, you know, among the top players in the Milwaukee area, and did you ever, you know, look at where you might fit in statewide?
Yeah, the cool thing is our conference, Greater Metro, is super strong. So being able to compete out there, I think going into the conference championship, I was actually leading the player of the year. So I knew if I can contend there, I can contend with anyone in the state. Obviously, I played some invites, had some good success, top 5s, and I knew today if I'm hitting it well, I can compete with anyone.
What was your dad's history in high school golf, and does he ever bring it up?
He actually played at Germantown too. He jokes about it. He always made it to sectionals, but never quite to state. So cool to one-up him.
Wait, is your dad here? Can you point him out to me?
Yeah, he's talking to my grandparents.
Yep. So, I mean, Troy, get in here once. We were bringing up your high school record, and
yeah.
And he is it true? Only to sectional, never to state.
As an individual?
Or did you get to state?
This is the first time I've been to state, with him as an individual.
But what about you when you were playing?
No, did not.
Never.
No sectional, no.
Really?
This kid's a way better player than I ever was.
How did that happen?
Hard work. This kid did all the hard work. He was out there every time the snow melted, 35 degrees. He was working on his game. Nobody worked harder than him. And I think I look back to a moment when he was a sophomore and we had a chance to maybe a team go to sectionals, and he had a tough moment on a hole and made a quad on a par 3, and I think it changed his career because he worked harder. He was kind of remembers that in the back of his mind, a bitter taste, and I think this is all, because of that day, this is why it happened.
Where was that, and what was the situation?
Yeah, that was out at sectionals at the River Club, actually. Our team, we were really good that season, had a chance to go to state there in a really good sectional, and I was playing well all day. I think 1 over even par, and made a bad swing, a couple bad decisions, and kind of blew up on a hole. Kind of cost our team, but we bounced back from it.
Have you done anything like that since, and how do you guard against that?
I haven't. We actually talked about on 16. I was looking to chip 1, ran it up on the green in 2. In a similar situation back then, and he talked me into putting it, able to 2-putt it, get out of there with birdie.
That was big.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one of the 2 birdies down the stretch. What was your reaction, Troy, on the one at 17?
Oh, I was related. We talked about that today. Like, you got to stay patient. There's going to be some things that are going to happen, some adversity out there. We're going to work through that, and at some moment, something good's going to happen. You're going to chip it in, make a 30-footer, and here it happens on 17. So, that was just the moment that, kind of helped us get to the finish.
How do father and son wait out, an hour and a half or so to see whether this holds up?
It's going to be tough, but this is a great moment. I couldn't be any more proud of him and the hard work that he put into this, and he deserves it for that.
You own the golf course, but could you tell us a little bit about Did he take to the game naturally as a youngster? Or did you have to push him a little bit?
I didn't have to push him. You know, one of the things I wanted him to play a lot of sports. All the kids had 3 boys, and I didn't want my influence of golf to be their influence. So I let them do what they wanted to do. I didn't push them into golf. And I remember the thing about Johnny Miller always said when he took his kids to the golf course, he always took them away wanting more. So it was key for me when I brought them out to the golf course. We'd ride around in the cart, but after a couple holes, I'd let them fish a little bit, and then I'd take them home. And they'd be like, no, I want to play more. And they just kind of fell their own way and had their own love for the game.
Walking along with them on the course, how do you separate like being a father and a coach? Like, what's the situation like?
It was tough for me. You know, I tried to check my emotions for him as my son and just try to go through the procedure. Everything was all about let's just hit the shot, stay in the moment, and we just try to pick the right club, right line, and do that all day long.
Stone hats. That's the course. That's your
the
course,
course,
right?
yeah.
Do you always wear those? Or is
Actually, a new edition this year.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Yep.
Who came up with the name?
A bunch of the players that play league out by us, they always nickname the course the Stone. Let's
Sure.
go play the Stone.
Yeah.
So we kind of ran with it, and put the hats out there, and players love it.
What are they going to think back at the Stone if this thing holds up?
Oh, my phone's blowing up already.
Is it really?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of support for him and from the course, the members, and the league guys. So they'll be excited.
Your birdie at 17, by the way, overshadows a pretty good leg putt down there to to close this out.
It was important. I saw it was downhill the whole way. I've seen a couple putts earlier in the round get away from me speed-wise, but
Yeah.
able to cozy that one up and gave it a good chance to fall.
Is that about the length you'd want to potentially finish out a state championship?
Yeah, coasting out there to 8 inches was perfect. Didn't want any more stress than that.
Well, great job, guys. Congratulations.